What's word, y'all? It's St. Los back again playing some more Reality Layer Zero. And I hope today we get to finally beat this goddamn game or finish it. Since it's not really the full game, it's still this is a demo. This is a long ass demo. Pretty long ass game for a fucking demo. Like I like it, but yeah, damn. Can we finish it already? Hope today we get to finish this goddamn game. So let's get to it. Alright, what do you say? What do we do? What's her voice? What do we do? Oh my god. What do we? I don't know her voice. I don't know her. What it was like with this? It was like, what do we do if we actually learned anything? I think I don't fucking know. Huh? What do you mean? What we might accidentally influence her. That's not her voice. Influence? What's wrong with your voice? I don't know. Help me. It was like an accent I gave her. Changed her mind. Or rather, made her believe something that we told her to believe. Is that even possible? Invocation acts differently on the heart. Just as things logically follow. In carols, she says one thing, afterwards she says another. First, Nosferati, then the third epithet. Then we broke her free of a spell, or merely placed her under one of her placed her under one of our own. Yeah, I can't think. You broke her free. I didn't even trust her later statements. You explain. Well, she's not a fucking monster, even though I thought she was. That's all I ever argued. I never said she specifically wasn't a Nosferati. Seems like a weak argument to me. I didn't ask for your information, okay? Go plant some good seeds. Wow, what a comeback. What kind of monster would she be if she's not the Nosferati? I seriously doubt a real Nosferati would have regarded itself as a monster. But if not, what about Nosferatis? I don't know. Didn't seem like we contaminated her with bad information to me. More like she already been contaminated. Yes, exactly. What if that was a reflection of her condition? I can't put the thought out of my mind. Gotta turn it up quick. I don't think it's likely. Really? She looked us in the eyes and told us. Excuse me. Let's not try to get this too far off track, eh? It is. If this is one bitch, I swear to God, it's you, goddamn. Oh, my dear, it's look here. No need to bear yourself anxiously. It was a splendid vacation, and information well earned. Only the same can be said for equality. But he can. It can. Marsh Furious gave you a splendid tip just now. Whatever, we can trust you. What is wrong with your voice? That's what I'm trying to say. What's wrong with her voice today? Quite well. Oh yeah. But because it doesn't actually matter what she is anymore. It doesn't. But that's the whole reason why we can visit her. It's no wasted effort. I think we might have finally uncovered the source of corruption on this layer. How do you figure? Because you just received the last page, you need to reconstruct the chronologically of events. Do that and the truth becomes conspicuous. What? Conspicuous? Why did you conspicuous? I think you would agree. What are you waiting for? Put the layer back together! Understand hesitation. Too much information has been lost in the cards of the historical clock already. In order to do this properly, we'll have to do it impossible. Let's jump back in time! Woo! Time travel, time for some time travel. Huh? Jump back in time, really? Close your eyes and count to 3. And come with me, and you'll see. We will you do us. Fit my real ass. Okie dokie. Give me some water. Hydrate. Okay, now, I want you to imagine yourself from some time ago. Okay, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 years, whatever. Okay. Try to picture your surroundings that day where, yeah. Where did you go? Tell me! Now try to remember the events that happened in sequential order, one after the other. Okay. Congratulations! You're now back in time. Boom. Just like that. Really? Just like that? But but I feel like I'm just standing here with my eyes closed. No, very bad. You start to doubt the time travel, you could become trapped between dimensions. If that happens, I can't help you. Excuse me. Don't give in! Now you burped right in my face. Alright. Am I back in time? Snark. Whatever that means. What was that? Sorry, yes, you're right. You're back in time, you doofus. Now tell me, what events would you like to relive? Skip to the middle, start at the beginning? Let's skip to the middle, man. Get it over with. Let's skip to the middle. The middle? About when would that be? Around Naismith lecture, I guess? Miss Safarius was present there. Okay, away! That was the sound of a jumping through time. You just making noises with your mouth. Okay, yeah, you're right. Flashback dinner. Oh, wow. So here, you are at the Naismith lecture. Look, there he is. See? There he is, yeah. I can see him. Oh, no, actually, he wasn't here yet. Well, first you met up with Mr. Faria in the audience. This was the second time you ran into her. It's me. She was seated alone, striking just a crowded auditorium. I wonder why. Can it be explained by her various eccentricities? Or perhaps something else? Personally, I might be inclined to blame a certain body of research. It's me. She clashed with Naismith a number of times during his lecture about all manner of things related to West Lyre, her home country. Little mystery why she feels compelled towards such conversation. But could Naismith really have been so wrong on so many counts? In Cario, she claimed she was trying to throw up a smoke screen. She said that she needed to blend in with the other students. I wonder, was that a statement a byproduct of her Nosferatic delusions? Well, was she working for them? Was she working from them or backwards? Did I say that right? I don't know. Eventually, Mr. Faria got fed up with Professor Naismith and left. Right in the middle of his lecture, too. Mortifying. But not long after that, well, this next part is important. I remember feeling like I've forgotten something. I need to go back and get it. By her own account, she remembered needing to come back to the lecture hall. Beyond that point, her memories are hazy. The next time you see her, she's busy extracting blood from the unconscious body of Qual Carker. Heartbreaking. His greatest fear ended up being realized. I wonder if she knew. Yeah. We know for certain that at some point between the lecture and this incident, she went to pick up the anesthetic and a needle. Could be sure of that. Cario showed it to us directly. There's no more reliable sources. We could also assume that she didn't go to pick these tools up directly after storming out, since she remembered having to return to the lecture hall. Therefore, her Nosferatism-like symptoms must have appeared sometime after she realized she'd forgotten something. So one specifically, more to the point, why? Did it happen at random? Or could something have triggered them? Why don't we ask expert himself? Other years in the region at times become seized with a spontaneous fiction on the extraction and multiplication of human blood. Spontaneous fixation that seems to imply is random, and yet, can we trust Professor Naismith on this? What if he's deliberately misrepresenting the facts? Like a dumbass that he is, would he stand to gain anything from doing so? If a trigger of sorts does exist, wouldn't it make sense for him to know about it? Well, who can say, huh? I can say. Well, yes, but you're not really here right now. What? Ah! It's not? You were just here, I just saw it. Thought we jumped back in time. Oh, well, some things are against time travel rules. And, yeah, shut up. Alright, shut up. We're jumping again. You ask me, there's really one way this shakes out. But Safari wasn't showing any signs of Nosferatism before the lecture, then suddenly afterwards she's a full-blown blood officer. It was hard to say earlier because their contact was limited. But now that we heard her side of the story, there's an obvious period where something untoward could have occurred. She came back to the lecture hall to retrieve her forgotten notebook. Then immediately, her memories go fuzzy as she craving blood. Excuse me. Right after re-entering the domain of the man most associated with Nosferatum anyone in the whole world, I don't think that's a coincidence. Do you? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. my mind kind of blinked. I understand wanting to suspect the guy, but isn't this a bit too much? Why would he want to do any of this? That's an easy one. Attention, duh. Attention. What is he, a 9-year-old girl? Attention, yes. Goodness, you're making him sound like a little child. Have you ever considered why children crave attention? There are many reasons to be sure. Are there? Really? Because I think there's only one. Children are fucking weak, fragile, bitches. They don't hold the power. Like, what? Whoa. Fit my okay. Let's stop it right there. let's stamp that. Let's rewind. What the hell are you talking about? Attention for power. If you can control attention, you can control people's minds. That alone is immensely powerful, as you well know. Okay, I think Finn Mauer is going insane right now. I think we need to get out of here. Get away from her. Just take it. Control your minds, get on the nuts. Control everything. She's foaming at the mouth. Make them think whatever you want them to think. What the shit they be doing? What are they doing? Only exactly what people of the Scholar District are thinking right now. That the blood harvesters are a plague. And of course, that is a plague caused by Nosferatism. Nosferatism? And not Nosferatism? That's not aligned with research. Don't have to benefit processors, Sure, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you say. To the general public is a purely academic distinction. The general public, are they relevant? Oh yeah, they're totally relevant. I can prove it to you. Let's continue along. Hey, this guy. Here we are in the back streets of the Scholar District, walking with Avery to what would ultimately become the scene of the third blood harvest. Do you remember what he said? It was a goddamn nose. It was a rather inconspicuous. I did the right thing, but it did manage to catch my ear. I don't know his voice. Damn it. This is never been reproved before, but always seem to get shut down. Never in this budget, they see. Nobody appreciated the humanity, know how it is. Guess I wonder what changes here. You know, I wonder if that same thing. And so I did some investigating on my own. Apparently, the private budgets at Cordelia are actually not directly controlled by the school. What? And who the hell controls them? The district controls everything. It's done by popular vote of the rich and mighty. Wow, that's strange. It gets to change it up. Apparently, every school fine arts, as you like to call it, if I remember correctly, it is administered by as a part of the anthropology department. What? The what? I can see the word. Leave me alone. Which means budget in the anthropology department budget are tightly coupled. What? I said coupled. So something changed in here. Something convinced voters to make the hold on, give me a second. The anthropology department budget go up. Gotta wonder what that is. What started happening? It's almost not worth asking. There's only one thing that it could be. The blood harvest. That was started happening. And then which combined captured the collective rewind. It is which captured the collective imagination of the district and simultaneously override the kind of which the department was conducting. Incidents which garner in copious amounts something that can only be described as the lifeblood of a Cordelia research. Only thing powerful enough to change behavior in this case. Voting habits in masses. Take it! Ah! We're back in the present, by the way. Yeah, I already knew that. So that his motives then? He's trying to get more funny for his department? Sorry about that, yeah? I got it. Hey, yo. Okay. Odds are pretty good, I think. But you'll probably want something more concrete. For financial record, check the sunless archive at the bottom of the Philosopher Hill. For further research, I recommend the library. Probably want to be prepared. You really tend to follow this theory to its logical conclusion? Who knows? Maybe you find out something even stranger while you snoop around. Mr. Luck, I want to be done with this game. The game long. Put my energies in the flash of bright lights. Yeah. It seems the conversation is in your immediate future. Triggered. Where Musafi's rewind. Triggered. Rewind. Triggered. Were Musafari's symptoms triggered? If so, how? As you continue to stand in silence, one remote possibility began to tickle your brain at the corner. I want to end the goddamn game. Game is long. What are we doing now? Where are we going? Where are we going? I gotta find a place to know. I should go to the library. I need to know where it is. This game is long. Hey, better booty. Oh, this guy. Boy, am I glad to see you. I'll get in this song. That's not his voice. They feel it. You see he's pretty healthy. That's relief. They healed him a little while longer than they needed to for questions. For obvious reasons, they wanted to know about everything that happened. Oh, I see. And you may expect it. We put it always told me this story. Excuse me. Look like they respected this morning. Maybe show you a newspaper, the headline, unconscious student found drained at their blood office. At their blood office? Hope it's still at large? Ah! Goddamn. Sorry about that, yeah. I ate a big breakfast fight. You on the game? You at large, huh? Yup, duty. For some reason, Cloud refused to give a name for his secret. I mean, this story is pretty obvious who he knew it was. Not that I was listening anyway. Well, yeah, they still don't know who did it. And nobody hates that more than the journalists. Well, except maybe the guards. I see. You figure you want to know. Anyway, you'll be in his dorm anytime soon, so. Good news, right? Yeah, I guess that's good. My daughter's like, didn't lose too much blood, so doctors think that's why the effect was so mild for this case. Oh, this is about losing blood now. A familiar voice comes from your behind head. or that's what it says. Oh, you! Oh my god, you gotta get an autograph. How are you, Mr. What's your name? What the hell do with this? And I'm sorry, I'm afraid we haven't met. This is Betty Beauty. I was in your class. You didn't see me? Betty Beauty. Betty Beauty, well received. Forgive me, I can't help but over here. Blood? I love blood. I mean, perchance could you be talking about Nosferatu? I'm afraid so, sir. Surprised you don't know. It's in the papers already. God damn. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Yeah. Not like that. More like hot dog. I missed the morning edition. Of all the days, Oh, that is unfortunate. Do you think it's possible there's another Nosferatu behind this one? Blubberdash. What's happening? What did that silly rumor even begin? Nosferatu vanished since ago. I remind you, because I know everything about them. No, strictly off the record. More than likely, this is an incident of Nosferatism. Oh no, yeah, I think I heard of that. I just hope you have only the vast majority of my published research. I mean, if you haven't seen my research, then you're a narc. Oh, right. Of course I've seen. Yes, so many incidents like this lately. I'm afraid it's become quite the trend. We may have had better we may have had better recourse in more fortunate circumstances. It was my primary focus in the field, as you know. Get so incredibly short. With any luck, I'll return someday, or I'm not terribly preoccupied right now. Oh yes, that reminds me. Congratulations on becoming department chair. Oh, you flatter me. Truly, it's more of a burden. But you're the one who reminded me. I must have delayed. Between that and my responsibility as an educator, I have no time to waste. Present though the company, baby. Farewell. With a floor to the cape, Professor Nosferatus walks off. Did you smell his cape? It smells like strawberries. Anyway, fancy meeting you here. Fancy meeting him here. They're glad I guess you two really know each other. No, what? Wait a minute. Oh yes, I took a class with him a few semesters ago. We're technically in the same department. We're technically buddies. I don't know why he remembers me though. I was a pretty mediocre student. Alright, bringing up the professor. Your amazement, every produces a second newspaper. I managed to track this one down. It's the article I was telling you about from half a year ago. More evidence. I got so much evidence in my pocket, goddamn. Need another book bag. Okay, keep that. My gift to you. Anyway, I got to get back to the exhibit. Maybe I'll see you there. Okay. Wave goodbye to Avery as he ranches out to this over here. He disappeared from sight. Her gaze is drawn back to the newspaper he gave. Goddamn, good. Nosferatu, the ancient tribe, resurrected. The true culprit of the blood harvest. The expert reads it. The folklore neighboring Westfire, there is a persistent belief in the existence of a tribe of a human coast teachers. Holy moly, rewind this. What is wrong with me and human teachers? What the fuck? In the folklore of neighboring Westfire, there is a persistent belief in the existence of a tribe of inhuman creatures called Nosferatu. Inhuman creatures. These creatures are believed to harvest human blood for use in occultic research, the invocation of spirits, the summoning of demons. Nosferatu must consume the blood of a victim to gain their. We reach out to Professor Theon Naismith of Cordelia University to ask whether the blood harvest could be explained by Nosferatu. It is entirely possible, said Naismith, that descendants of the Nosferatu could have live among us to this day. The article reveals like this for quite some time. I find it difficult to continue the shock. This article especially alleges that the blood harvests are being conducted by inhuman monsters called Nosferatu. There's no mention anywhere that the trial was said to have vanished. It's likewise no mention of the condition called Nosferatu. I almost don't want to admit it, but this article is wrong. It's shockingly and visually wrong. Your eyes scan the page up and down in hopes of scrubbing away this false impression. But there's no denying that obvious. And most gallery of all, Professor Naismith is directly quoted as the leading authority on the subject. Directly beside this gross misrepresentation of research. How could he allow this to go print? Just a moment ago, when Avery asked if the most recent incident could have been the work of Nosferatu. Blabberdash, whatever the hell that means. He dismissed it out of hand as a nonsense responsibility. But if he's so ready to correct the student false impression of the incident, why would he try to correct the newspaper? Could the district run the newspaper? After everything you found out so far, you come away with a few questions. At some point in the near future, you might want to pay Professor Naismith lecture another visit to answer. Alright. Now what do we do? Lecture hall? Shh, a small window slight in the door slides open. I'm scared to slip. I got the slip, motherfucker. Where's my slip? You may enter. I mean, am I supposed to? What I supposed to? Like, I don't know where else to go. My voice is kind of fucking up there. Drinking water. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes, like, doing this, trying to clear it, like, fucks it up even more. And I just ruin my voice even more when I try to clear my throat. Okay. You meet, once again, with an overwhelming crowd, waiting in anticipation of Juron National next election. With no small degree of luck, you manage to find an open seat at the back of the auditorium. There's a good chance he'll leave promptly after the lecture ends. You only need to secure an opportunity to talk to him at length before that happens. In short order, the door at the front of the lecture hall bursts open, and Professor Smith begins to speak. I might fucking like looking through the archives and the library is kind of nothing. I might actually edit those out. I might cut those from the video. To be honest with you, so the video won't be so fucking long about nothing. If you just joined us today, welcome. I encourage questions, but depending on complexity, I may ask you to hold them until the end. For everyone else, welcome back. Familiar opener. Now, before we begin, if you remember last time, that one vampire bitch killed me, interrupting me. Hope he's not here again. I'm here. Oh gosh, here. God damn it. Well, that's it for the lecture today. Wait a minute. Can you just say I encourage questions? I encourage questions? I encourage you that you actually might have a question you want to ask right now. There's something suspicious about next application record. What was it again? You could remember specifically will make your interjection more convincing. Why would I tell him about it now? Why not? I should wait. Going too far down. But what? He goes this? Yeah, no good. Can't remember. Fuck! Which the other day it was actually the case that I can make your change. Fuck! We seem to confirm a prior hypothesis. Hypothesis. I'm sorry. I'm kind of tired today. Of mine. That Nosferatism can't kill anyone. Oh my god. Ears perk up. I've heard the snakes will make this claim in the first lecture of your team. But wait a minute. Doesn't something about it seem odd? If Nosferatism can really occur in anyone, why doesn't that seem to line up with the pattern across all three blood harvests? You may want to ask Professor Naismith to explain this inconsistency. What was the problem again? What was common across all three blood harvests that seemed to contradict Naismith's claim that anyone can be a Nosferatu? Timing? You catch your shit before you raise your hand. That kind of feature really sniffing ground to doubt Lawrence's claim? For certain. For a reason you doubts aren't connecting right now. I don't know. Why are you begging me choose? This game, think I've been paying attention? I have not been paying attention at all what they've been saying. Okay. I just think some of it just ramblings on. Just nothing but gibberish sometimes. I don't know what they've been saying. Just got me choosing. Like what? Hold on. What did he say about it last time? I have no fucking idea. Well, you mentioned didn't say something. God damn it. The question remains: is it the instruction itself that satisfied the impulse, or is it the byproduct of the instruction? Ask more plainly that the harvester needs to use blood for some purpose to be freed of their fixation. In the Nosferatu folklore, it's alleged the blood is required for a type of ritual that involves the consumption of blood. This stands to reason that, to satisfy their own expectations for Nosferatu behavior, the Nosferatus may aim to recreate this ritual, and ultimately somehow extract it from their victims. Assume the blood. Is that the ultimate aim? Assuming that the blood harvests are the work of Nosferatus, doesn't this consumption theory contradict a pretty obvious detail? What do you want from me? I don't know what it does. I don't know what evidence. I don't know the evidence they want me to use. I don't know anything. But sadly, before you know it, let's conclude today's lecture. Let's give the theoretical bow. Yay, he's bowing for us. The lecture is over. You don't act now. This opportunity will slip through your grasp. Threaten him. What? Want me to change? You probably stand up and march down to the front of the last row. The French is Naismith. Huh? Naismith, just reaching for the door, stopped and turned at an angle to face it. We will move in close that note so that no one can overhear you. I know what you did last summer. Huh? What? I have a few questions about your connection to a certain series of incidents. Snape stares at you through one eye without moving. I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. I think you do, actually. Are you sure you can't afford to take the risk of pretending that you don't? Perhaps we could perhaps we could... Hold on. Hey. Hey. Okay. Fucking fiddling in my fucking jacket. Okay. Perhaps we should discuss this at length elsewhere? No. We're doing now. Let's open the door. Follow me. You hear the sound of the door closing behind you as you step into Professor Naismith's office. Come along now. The room is comprised of a labyrinth of shelves, piled high with thin tomes of disparate origins. Professor Naismith's desk sits at the head of the maze, cluttered with loose papers and manuscripts. The musty smell of old books tickles your nose as the floorboards creak beneath your boots. Just a moment, I must retrieve something. Make yourself comfortable in my establishment. Professor Naismith vanishes into the bookshelves. You hear the echo of his retreating footsteps. As he conducts his mysterious search, you hear him begin to speak to you. Would you care to share something with me? When did you first become interested in Nosferatism? Was it when the incident started occurring? His tone surprisingly amicable. Don't tell a lie. That's about right. Yes, that's about right. Well, you're not the only one. It becomes a bit of a hot item as late. I'm sure you know. Naismith pauses as if concentrating on something. Pretty beauty, right? Yep, that's my name. But Mr. Edwards introduced me to you briefly. If I had to guess, I say you were from the certain southern coast. Not quite right. How do you know? Your accent. Very slightly, but I thought I detected some influence from the region. It seems I was correct. You are not correct at all. I'm not from the southern. I'm from the north. I have an accent. Naismith returned to the view, holding an old, tattered contact. Because were that the case, sign of your hair color and the pigmentation of your skin, it would seem to indicate to me a rather inconspicuous possibility. Due primarily to geographical connection to the region, I'm afraid you have to consider. There is a certain potential that there's no Nosferatu blood in your veins, but really. Excuse me? Naismith taps the corner of the book he brought over to you. If my hypothesis is correct, you're truly at risk for Nosferatism. When I show you the content of this book, your system would have activated. Can't believe it. It really was this simple. Are you still connecting? Whatever I just said. Consider me surprised. Let me in on something, Professor. For a while, I had an inkling. The insolence. Blood harvest. You've been orchestrating them, haven't you? What? Even so, I wasn't entirely certain how you've been doing it. Until just this moment. So tell me, Professor. Tell me. If I found the right answer, you've been using your ability, haven't you? on the perpetrators, the students. You're an invoker. I'm right, aren't I? Admirable. How did you arrive at this? I'm given to speculate. No, I set that to be aside. What's more pressing matters? Whatever you managed to find out, I'm afraid it's playful. You see, you're already falling under my spell. Oh, I know. Do you? If you can believe it, this actually isn't the first time it's happened to me. Not the first time? No, sir, I do believe that's impossible. A nice bluff, but nothing more. A bluff? No, that's impossible. Wait, don't tell me you don't know. This is Karos. You can't tell lies in here. What? Really? Really and truly. What happens if you do? You die. No, I'm lying. No, you do. Never mind, I'm joking. You do die. I guess I got my information mixed up. This is a lie, by the way. Oh yeah, no, you don't die. I die. Well, that's intriguing. I need some water. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Now let me tell you what I'm going to do. Well, that's me. Now let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have you admit to the world that you're responsible for the blood orifices. Responsible? Me? Yes, who else? Who else did it? Well, not the actual perpetrators. What do you mean, the actual perpetrators? Basically, as I said, you find the true responsibility lies within the Nosferatism. That's ridiculous. You made them do it. The condition made them do it. For my part, I merely acted as a trigger. How's any different? Well, they carried it out with their own two hands, didn't they? Well, you told them to do it. You told them to do it. I'm gonna have prompted them certainly. Doesn't it mean something that they actually went through with it? Of course not. They didn't have a choice. Do you even know what you've been doing? Of course I do. Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the world's preeminent expert on Nosferatism. Not only that, speaking to the world's preeminent Nosferatism diagnosing. What the fuck is that? What? No ticket. No titian? You're brainwashing people. Brainwashing? How do be so sure of that? You brought them the curios. Here you go. You brainwashed them. This place curios, as you call it. How do you know it's really facilitates brainwashing? I simply present the facts that I know them. If those facts end up convincing someone of their excuse me. Goddamn. If those facts end up convincing someone of their latent religion, what can what I'm doing really be called brainwashing? Yes. And while we're discussing these facts, there's another one for you. Only attempted this on those I believe to be at risk of developing Nosferatism. If I tried it on just anyone, would it even have worked? Does this trick require some latent inputs? Who can really say? You tried it on me. Not even from wrestler, you dumbass. Yes, let's consider that. You're not yet going to display any symptoms. Not even if I know you'll be able to. It's entirely possible that my attempt to convince you here will fail. Though, if it does, that confirms I'm done no blade rushing. If it doesn't, perhaps the truth is that you're also at risk. You got me there. Nonetheless, I have long theorized that the West Liar profile is insignificant. At any rate, you have another more imminent risk factor. You came to our lecture. You've been exposed to the mental connection. That alone may be enough. To be given this opportunity to so readily test this hypothesis could hardly contain my assignment as a researcher. You're cracked. These other nonsense ravings are a lunatic. Defend that? What? Defend it. Prove my ravings are nonsense. You can't, of course. You reject my theories out of hand without even fully understanding them. That's always to learn, men. And yet, in this space, the mind is all powerful. You have no choice but to come at my theories with the full force of your intellect, unless one breaks upon the other. Can you say you're truly prepared? Out the capacity to muster even a heartfelt defense or the fuck. Hey now, you haven't even really gotten it started yet. Don't take me so lightly. This is my career. Nay, my life's work. Aren't you aware that your current level of knowledge is inadequate? How could you probably think you'll stand against me? I won't let you intimidate me. I'm going to win this debate. I welcome you to try. But a minor correction for you. When you're this outmatched, they don't call it a debate. They call it a teaching. Time to duel! This is gonna take a while. I might have to edit this too. Let's do this! How you getting +6? What is that? I need to know what that is. That is crazy. He has 4! It's gonna take hell, bro. Oh my god, it's gonna take forever. I really am gonna have to skip this stuff. Like, cut it out. That is way too long. Alright, finally. Well, it's not done. I forgot that they do like the cut, like sometimes do cut scenes in the middle of the battle. What I was gonna do, I was gonna cut, I was gonna cut this battle short and just go to the ending. But I forgot that they do like talking in the middle of it. So I'm just gonna, I guess I just throw these in there every now and then. Ugh! Let's tell me something special. It's not really even a real disease. It's all too real. Wouldn't be a real disease. Wouldn't a real disease do a fine job at demonstrating its own existence? One cannot lie, encounters. That's what you said, isn't it? Okay, acknowledged. Nosferatism is real. Even so, the fact remains that the blood harvests weren't naturally occurring. You had to orchestrate them. Why? What was in it for you? For me? No. I'm afraid you misunderstand. This isn't about me. This is about everyone. Everyone? People will only learn if they're made to care. That's true of Nosferatism and of anything else. Just educators, great question. How ought one make the public care? You fabricated an imaginary crisis. I sure that's a trigger. Does that make the condition any less real? Does that make it pose any less of a threat? My objective was simply to have the people learn the facts. Something critical for the continued health of society. Have the people learn the facts? Something about that doesn't add up. The people distinctively haven't been learning the facts, have they? You find only truth in my convictions, but not one strayed from them. I don't fucking know, buddy. Out is trash. Unexpected. Unable to muster any current counter. Why I gotta do this? God damn it. The fact is this. I told the public the truth about Nosferatism. I expose this every day in my lectures. If it's not the truth, you're still manipulating people behind the scenes. The whole truth? Oh, can one really tell the whole truth? Why is that? You're reasonable here. Do you think the public will respond well if I try to explain the influence of disability to them? I'm afraid I'd be rather soundly discredited if I do so. Even if that's for the best? For the best? Far from it. Most will protect the public from the threat of Nosferatism. There's only one option. It's me. Goddamn bastard. Oh my god, he got so many red! It pisses me off. He got so many reds. What am I supposed to do about that? That's so bullshit. What even is that attack? I need that. That did nothing. What a dumbass. Alright. Put that down. Come on, he did it again, the cocksucker. Not again. I'm a bitch. How would you do that? Imbecile. Some red. Eee. Don't attack. Don't attack. Cocksucker. Cocksucker. Little bitch. No. Yes. I'm on fire. As long as the reds are down, we're good. No. On birthday, I gave you at least anything. Yep, cocksucker. That's all I can say. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm dying. I think I need one more. I'll fuck him up. Goddamn. Yeah, damn. You can dance around this all you want. The fact is, you manipulated those students into stealing blood. Well, what if I did? Is that so evil? Not a single one of the victims suffer any permanent injuries. No permanent injuries? Wow, consider me unimpressed. Well, it's a very good thing I didn't do it to impress you now, isn't it? I go so far. Said it was to make everyone learn about Nosferatism. But is that the whole truth? I doubt it. There has to be something more. Why not simple love of knowledge? Eh? It's so difficult to accept. Love of knowledge. I don't think of it. Maybe that is all there is to it. Question mark? Supposing, for instance, that not acting would leave you cut off from knowledge forever, would you do whatever it took to avoid that fate? Flattering. Excuse me? Flattering. I refuse to believe you actually given this any thought. Empty nonsense. Did you really think? Did you really ever stop to consider why I might have done what I did? I did, and that's why I'm here. Oh, very well. I concede the floaty. Why did I do it? What is my ulterior motive? An influence. I don't believe you. The word influence. You catapulted yourself into the spotlight by manufacturing a public crisis where you were the only expert and no one else to turn to. The general public looked to you. It worked out. You've been named chair of the Anti-Pornography Department. Given the timeline of events, it's hard to think of that as a coincidence. What makes you so sure? Am I wrong? I admitted my research was not remarkably popular prior to these incidents. However, in truth, the chairmanship is more of a burden. A burden? But I'll be tossed. Nobody wants to be named chair. It's a massive waste of time. Oh. I suspect it's primarily my colleague's way of getting back at me. My place is in the field, not behind a desk. You saying you weren't after influence? Not originally. I would be remiss not to acknowledge a certain utility that comes from maintaining this position. I intend to return to the field eventually, but not until I brought order to this troublesome academic world of ours. What do you mean? I have many things I wish to accomplish, but chiefly among them, I wish to abolish the biannual department funding vote. Abolish it? Truly, how are you meant to conduct the research when every 6 months we're beholden to the mob? This system's highly degenerate. Flash! Spectacle! That was the mob once. Not real knowledge. Showmanship! Loath as I am to admit it, though this is reality. As long as this remains the case, until I manage to set the world right, I'll give them I'll give them spectacle. You can bet your last on that. Oh, no, Jesus Christ. What the hell is that? Oh God, he's about to kill me. I'm fucked up. Oh, no, no, no. I need this 5 now. Birdie. Holy shit. Ah, got one last burn. You're fucked. Get the fuck, loser. You have nothing against me, nothing. Just burn off of me. Why am I still burning? What the fuck? Bastard. If I lose to this dude, cause I can't get no reds, I swear to God, the game ended here. I'm not playing no more. I swear to God, I'm not joking. Where's my reds? I win. Oh, don't attack me, please. No, cocksucker. Fucking bitch. I'm gonna burn you. You're burning hell for that. I think I win this. I win. Let's go. Are you how? Oh, fresh. Okay. I don't know how the hell I lost that. I didn't lose, but I thought that was gonna be enough. Okay. Oh. This, I guess. That was enough at all. You cock sucking. Oh, I win. Professor Shakespeare. You've been using your ability to turn people to monsters and spread panic all over the Scarlet District. Those actions constitute a flagrant betrayal, not only of a district, but only of the university, but of our own ideas. The research has been misrepresented. This threat poses by Nosferatism can hardly be considered widely understood. Do you find this state of fear tolerable? Honestly? No response? Clever. You're lying by omission, aren't you? Or is it that you can't admit the truth to yourself? I can't allow that. You're gonna lay it all on the line for me now. You sincerely believe, in spite of all this deception, that you managed to live up to your own ideas? It's all the proof I need. Somehow you managed to convince yourself of the righteousness of your own self-interest. But all that's done to help you avoid facing an uncomfortable basic truth. You're not spreading knowledge here, Professor. You're spreading lies. Time to die! Brain blast! Another job well done. Oh, what's this? My glasses. I didn't even see you knock your glasses off. What's this? Neck marks. A knock came at my door this morning. A woman and her young son, a child of 2 or dirty. Paying my dwelling a visit after lacerations appeared on the boy's neck. I repeated the usual formalities. I explained that I am not a trained physician. Nevertheless insisted that I conduct an examination. It is not uncommon for the villagers, far removed from civilization as they are, to treat me as a kind of folk doctor. Perhaps I'm the closest thing to have. This is something I long since accepted. Marks of this sort have, at this point, become well familiar to me. Several small incisions with a knife or other sharp implements have been made toward the base of the boy's neck. All had narrowly missed the major artery. That they had was entirely the result of a good fortune. These cuts were not the delicate work of a trained surgeon. What had occurred was of little mystery. Presumably, someone close to this child, a member of his immediate family, perhaps, was seized by the curious fixation peculiar to this region that I have written about in earlier entries. Thus, the boy's blood had been stolen. Another victim of this village's indigenous mania. His mother watched me carry out my inspection with unblinking eyes. What happened, Professor? Do you think it could be? I knew better than to try to explain this rationally. It was the local belief that actions such as these were not the result of a delusional episode, but the preternatural influence of a certain ancient tribe. It seems someone else has succumbed. To deny this was to deny the sunrise. I was hesitant at first to defer to the local customs of blaming these incidents on what is, in effect, a curse. But following some time spent in contemplation, I'm left to wonder if this belief is really so pernicious. I don't know how to say that. Perhaps it's actually a means of encouraging forgiveness. After all, the blame lies, not with the perpetrator, but with his bloodline, his lineage. A lineage shared by all villagers. A collective sin is no one's fault. It's the blood of the Nosferatu, or Nosferati, as they're called here. The temptation arising to harvest another's blood is seen as not just expected, but inevitable. No matter what transpires, villages appears remains peaceful. Perhaps credit to this belief. The same belief which in some fathomless depth of consciousness compels the perpetrator to act. Does such a thing warrant my skepticism? The answer I know not. As had become routine, I gave her son a small quantity of ointment to treat the itching and send him on their way. I promise you this, I will find the cure. I'll offer these parting words, fully aware that the case is something beyond reproach, a belief which insinuates the village from the consequences of these actions, yet also one which is sure they will forever be repeated. A wave of guilt washes over you as you look from the journal entry you just finished drafting to an envelope lying open on the far side of your desk. The blood-red rack sealed of Cordelia University glints in the flickering light of a candle. So when we get done beating these guys up, I guess we see through their minds. They're like memories. The department had just notified you that it's suspending all operation in the field until the financial situation improves. Assuming that it ever happens. It looks like you won't be able to make good on your promise after all. The book Naismith was holding just moments ago crashes to the floor on his spine. It pops open drastically, revealing the blank pages written. Naismith himself fares similarly. He clutches his chest and backs into a nearby bookshelf, leaning against it as though he's injured. He seemed to drift in and out of lucency, as if he struggled to maintain his footing. With great effort, he manages to seize upon a lapse in his delirium to stammer something out. Forgive my blame. I was mistaken. One perpetrator wasn't enough this time. One perpetrator? You already had Mr. Farius. Why you feel the need to wrap me up in it? Mr. Farius? I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? You know what the fuck I'm talking about? You manipulated that, didn't you? That was you, right? What was that? Hold me. Suddenly you detect an unnatural presence nearby. Ah! Sorry to interrupt. Ah! Good Myra again. Oh, bitch. Look at his face. Ah! Good Myra's sudden appearance had ripped the loose papers on Naismith destined to a small vortex. What? Naismith returning his consciousness seemed to once again rapidly drain from his eyes. Good Myra turned her gaze over to you. Not going to introduce me? Okay. Well, as you may already know, this is Professor Naismith, you know? No, I met him to me. Oh, that's hard to explain, isn't it? Naismith looked upon the two of you with a mixture of shock and confusion. At any rate, well done yourself. These ripples are profound. Even the professor can see me. That's proof enough. You already feel it. The next shift will be significant. Who are you? What's going on here? Devon Naismith. Naismith's back stiffens like a plank of wood. We have some interesting theories. It's a shame then that you came so close to destroying the whole world. But I'll leave you with a parting gift. The kernel otherwise unobtainable truth. I didn't know Ferrati began harvesting blood in the first place. It's no great mystery. In fact, something I know about all too well. You see, there's one use for human blood that I don't recall anyone mentioning. In time long since forgotten, it was once believed to be a necessary component in the summary of things. What the devil are you talking about? Wait a minute. Professor Naismith. Oh wait, foul demon. What's the fire is? You manipulated her, didn't you? Stay back! Naismith! It's time to close the book on this whole ugly chapter. When my return to face you at the vortex of pages gaining intensity. With the same impish smirk on her face as last time she grabbed your hand. Now, my locator, shall we proceed? Without waiting for a response, Finmire raises her other hand high above your head. Her fingers snap and the word beyond the pages fade from view. Oh, done. Well done. Another layer down. Alas, now the progression will accelerate. Oh! Well, you see, there's something growing inside of you. What the hell is that, an onion? What the hell is that? Yeah! Is that my baby? Am I pregnant? We'll continue. Let's go! Finally finished it. We did finish today. You now have the opportunity to set a record of your experience. Right. So the next layer, I think there's supposed to be 4 layers. We got through 2. I don't know when this is coming soon. All right. Finally. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like 10 more episodes of this. All right, yeah, that was Rally Layer 0. Do y'all like the game? I like it. I like it. So, until the next layers come, see y'all next time on this Rally Layer 0. See you.